welcome back to our channel. I'm Meg.
And I'm Shaun.
And together we are Mr. and Mrs. Gordon. So today we want to share with you the importance of affirming your partner, basically telling them, giving them compliments, telling them why you love them, maybe not on a basis perhaps, but often enough to remind them of the reasons why we love them, right? So I'm going to be sharing with you 3 importances of affirming your partner, and then we are going to, in the light of affirming, we are going to share 5 reasons that we each love each other. All right? So my first reason is that you remind your partner of the reasons you fell in love with them in the first place. I know sometimes you get so caught up in things, and you don't know, the partner does not know why you love them or why you fell in love with them in the first place, especially if you keep on telling them, I don't like this, you're not doing this right, and so on. Telling them often of the reasons why you love them helps them to feel loved and special. Share, Shaun.
Okay, alright. There are times that we might be going through a situation, and based on the circumstances at the time, we might be behaving abnormal, and we treat the person or our partners so badly, they forget the reason why they are in the relationship. Because we, at the moment, we dwell on the negative and we keep constantly talking about it. So there are times that it's important that we affirm why we are, or why we fell in love. Yes.
Right. Okay. The second importance that we want to share is that it makes your partner or your significant other feel loved and needed. They get some sort of value, or they feel special when you say, this is the reason why I love you, or this is the reason I fell in love with you, right? So it gives them, especially if they're going through some situations or some circumstances and they really need to hear those words, I love you because of how determined you are. I love you because of how caring you are. It makes them feel really special and needed, right? So the third reason that we want to share with you is that it can also remind you of the reason why you love the person in the first place. So in thinking about it, the fact that you're thinking about it, then you are reminded, this is the reason why I fell in love with you. Even when we are not getting along, even when I don't know, I don't feel it right now, but thinking about it reminds you of the reason why you love the person. And I just want to share a story that I read or heard about some time ago, where this couple, they were going through a situation that led them to be thinking about getting divorced, and they had a bank book that they recorded every money that they deposited. They recorded the reason why, or what they went through to get the money, or the reason why they deposit the money, right? And so when they went to the bank to withdraw the money to share it among themselves, they opened the bank book and all the reasons came back to them. They were seeing everything that they went through and so on, and they decided not to go through with the divorce because they were reminded of the reason why they fell in love before, right? And so we are going to be sharing with you 5 reasons why we love each other, and we're going to begin with Shaun.
Before she go there, sometimes the reminder can be the foundation that you need to keep the relationship alive.
Right.
Because if you think back, that's where the foundation is in the beginning stage. And how strong it is can actually be strong enough to bring you straight through. Yeah.
Right. Alright, so Shaun is going to begin. Oh, before we begin, so we are 100 subscribers. We have 100 and something. I know, to a lot of people it don't seem a lot, but we are so grateful. We are so appreciative of your support. We have persons who are there and were there from the get-go, those persons who encouraged us. And so we're going to just share the numbers to a $100 call credit digital with you. So we know it's not a lot, but we just wanted to do this today. So the number is 12511187195994. And once you get it, we want you to comment to say you got it, right? So the number again is 12511187195994. Alright, we can begin.
Okay. I love you because, first reason, because you are God-fearing. And that's very important to me because I am aware that certain things we won't be able to get through it ourselves.
Right.
So we are going to need God's intervention. So for you to be God-fearing, that's a plus for me. So I love you because of that.
Yes. Funny enough, that is also my first reason, because you are God-fearing. The other day, I ran a joke and I was like, Shaun, suppose me left church, I decided to make a left church. What would you do? How would you react? And he said, he would have killed me with prayer. And then I was like, so his first response actually was, me not go come with you, So it was so funny because I met him in church, so he was in church before me. And I love how purposed he is. So now he's currently the musician and he absolutely loves it. Like every Sabbath, if I would allow Shaun, would take up the keyboard and he would take it here and he would be practicing, right? If I would allow it, but I'm very conservative and so I'm watching my light bill, right? But that is the person he is. And if ever I feel like, I don't want to go to church, and he's saying, we're going to church. If I'm saying, me can't bother, me not personal because I'm not going to church. Shaun is getting up. The morning, not the Sabbath morning, so he's getting up the morning or the evening and he's pressing our clothes, and the morning he's waking me and he's saying we are going to church, and initially too we started our relationship by praying together over the phone, and it's something that we try to do, right? Even though Shaun say I'm always remembering to pray, so I always say, Shaun, you pray for me tonight, and then he would be like, you can't pray and all of that, because I'm always remembering, so I'm always putting him on the spot to pray. But yeah, that is also my first reason.
Second reason, I remember the day that it was at work and I was home and I was thinking about something to cook for you. And so I went on YouTube and I find how to cook fried rice. And I did it because I said I was doing something special for you. And a couple of days after we had the conversation, and you said, Shaun, the fried rice never eat so good, I said, yeah, but it tastes like your one. And I said, no. And I said, yeah, it tastes like yours. And it was, that means that mine never tastes good. But yeah, despite that, I love you because of your honesty. Despite how it might make me feel, you're always honest. And I love that about you.
Yeah. So my second point is that I love you because you are humble and you are also very patient with me. So I like I like that you don't allow a lot of things to bother you, and I like that even when I'm being so annoying and so horrible, you are still patient. And I know that everybody would know by this that whenever something is happening and I push you, I have to really push you in order for you to get upset. And so I really like how patient you are with me and how humble you are as a person.
Alright. Third reason.
Yeah, make me look bad. Me, I feel looking at book and distraction.
Third reason. I remember while we were dating, we were at her mother's house, and it was in the night. She and her siblings they were in the living room talking, and I was going through a hard time, and I was there thinking about it. But to me, I looked normal, never had any expression, and I just see she get up and grab me and pull me outside. And by the time I got out there, I was crying. Yeah, I didn't understand how she saw that tears coming. But for me, that had me up till now, never forget it. And I love her because she would cover me at my weakest, and she would only show my strength. Yeah. And I love her for that.
Yes. Alright, so my third reason is because you always make the sacrifice to make me happy. And funny enough though, guys, there are times when Shaun is like, "Babe, I always have to do things to make you happy, you know. I always have put myself at the back burner basically." But I love that he makes the sacrifices, and most of the time it is not that he has money, it is not that we don't have anything to do, but he makes the sacrifices because he knows that I like something or I would want to do something, and so he will make the sacrifices to ensure that I am happy, and I'm not making him miserable, right? So I like that about him. So say for example, I say, "Babe, we can go somewhere tomorrow," even if it means he's going to call work and say, "Boss, we can't come in tomorrow," or him switching shift and ask somebody else to do the shift or something, he's always making the sacrifices just so that I can be happy, and I really love that about him.
For a reason. Alright. I love how genuinely you are about taking care of me. There are times when I have some serious headaches, and I'll be up at night, and she'll be up with me saying, "You want tea?" And I'll be like, "Tea not gonna make no difference. I would rather have pill, but there's no pill at the time." And if I should leave the room and come in here and come in the living room to sit and try to find a little comfort, she'll be by my side, and not much. It doesn't matter how much time I tell her, I say, "Babe, go and sleep." She will just rest her head on my shoulder, staying up with me. And that's her. And I love her for that.
Alright. So my fourth reason is because you do not attract drama, and nobody really can say anything bad about it. I really love and appreciate that. If nobody said about him, they're just bad mind and hateful and everything. That Shaun does not put himself in the space to attract negative energy. Like, he is so collective. I tell him every day, if we are to have a son, I want my son to be just like him because of who he is. He's a true gentleman, right? He does not attract drama any at all. Before he answer you, before he gets into an argument with you, he'll walk away and he'll say nothing at all. Sometimes I have a problem with that because I'm thinking, hey, you make people text the pay in a bit, but at the end of the day, that is who he is, and I really love that about him. So the other day we were going somewhere, and my little cousin was in the car, and somebody bad driving, and she said, "Hey, Batty man." And they were so shocked to hear Shaun say "Batty man," right? Because that is who he is. That if he does that, then you really know that something the man was really doing something wrong, or he was just going through the phases of everybody just stepping out in front of the car, or everybody driving bad and so on. So he's so frustrated at this time, right? But nobody, he doesn't get into arguments with anybody before, so he will walk you out and leave you alone. And he's not going to malice you either, right? That is certainly me now, I answer you. So yeah, right.
Fifth reason. So much hard to choose one for the fifth one. Alright. I love you because you're everything I never know that I needed. And that's because trying to figure out myself, I figure out most of myself by knowing you. And sometimes you realize that, or you thought that you could deal with certain things. And after a while you realize that no, you can't manage it, or certain things that you thought you didn't need. At some point you realize how much important it is to you. So yeah, I learned a lot about myself. You treat me like a king. You're really appreciative. And I love all of everything about you. Yeah.
Even the miserable part?
Even the miserable part. Woman naturally give problems. But at the end of the day, she always let it feel worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. My fifth and final reason is that you love me, and you love me. I say it all the time that the closest as the love of God gets, then that is how you make me feel. I think most of the times I don't need to question. I've never had to question his love for me, right? Because he's always showing it, and I think that is why my mother and my siblings are like that with him too, because they see the love that he shows or gives to me, right? Love in the sense that Shaun now loves to do hair. Loves to do hair now. So he knows that I liked when my hair has dandruff, and he knows that I like it to be scratched. And so once he sees it, like I have my hair out, Shaun is saying, "Babe, come at me, scratch the dandruff for you." Or the other day, so my hair is really short and it's thin, so I'm having a lot of trouble with it. And so the other day, Shaun came home, and for months he's been looking for aloe vera, and he got his aloe vera, he got banana, he bought us honey, and he came home and he blended them and he put it in my hair, and he covered it, steamed it, and so on, and then he washed it. So like, it is not that not in most cases, it's not that he has money or he's using money to do it or anything like that, but it's just the way he is, genuinely. And I think that is why it is so meaningful, because it is not that he's using money, but it is the way he takes care of me and the way he shows that he loves me in some little ways. There are times when he would just be at work and he would just send me a YouTube video with a song that is saying how he feels about me and so on. Or he would just message and say, "Babe," and when I respond, he says, "I love you," right? And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, and sometimes I really needed to hear that, and it just come out of the blues. It just makes their entire day. And so I really do love that about you. I love the way that you love me.
Thank you.
Right. So that is what we have to share with you today, guys. We really want to encourage you. Let your partner know how much you love them, how much you feel, what you feel about them, what you feel towards them. Remind them of the reasons why you fell in love in the first place. We thank you for watching. Again, we say please watch, share, please share, subscribe, like, and comment. Also, turn on your post notification bells so that you will be notified when we upload a video. Alright? Thank you for watching. Bye.